Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to show you the new MDLX line from the 30 called the Rodimus Prime. Now this is a smaller scales and obviously it's made of die cast with a plastic on the top, and it's only about 7 inches, 7.5 inches tall I would say, and depending on how you measure it. But if you measure it including the jet pad, probably 7.5, but if you just from head to toe, then that will be about 7 inches. So they have made a few orders figures before, so they got started with the Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, and then they have the Cliff Jumper, which is basically the same underneath with the Bumblebee, which is the just a different paint job really, and with the head sculpt. And they also made a different version of the Optimus Prime. You got a new one coming out called Shattered Glass, and also the white one, which I don't know the name to be honest, and also Megatron of course. And in the future there will be new one called the Starscream, which I made a pre-order on that already, but I'm sure they're gonna make different paint job and call it Thundercracker or whatever in the future. But nevertheless, they are really good figures, and articulation with the 30 is never a problem, I can guarantee you that. And plus they have a die cast inside, and also all the joints are nice and stiff. They have also rectified some of the hand grip and in the Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, because it cannot hold the weapon properly. They are a little bit loose. But the Megatron don't have that issue, because he has just a Mega Blaster on the hand, and there's nothing that he has to hold in his hand. But these guys, I was a little bit worried about that kind of loose hands, and the grip is not gonna be good for the weapon. But good news is this guy has no problem with it whatsoever. So as you can see, he can hold the hand and hold the guns, both of them properly in the air, no problem. The only downside, it has no LED lighter point or the dynamic stand, so you cannot actually pose him in the air with the shooting and kicking and flying, all kind of things like that. But the price point is decent. It's about 80 to 100 pounds depending on where you get it from. Compared with the Metal Bills or the Metal Robot Spirit from the Bandai, they are definitely better value, I would say. They're cheaper, you got more for your money, you got decent amount of accessory, you got 2 guns and jetpack plus paint job. What more you can ask for, right? So I'm fairly happy with the price you pay for, and also the stuff you're getting, which is decent. Right, so let's get started with the actual figure itself. So let me take a pause and move that away, show you the box first. So this is what the box looks like. You got a little bit of windows and show you that the brand, and this is original G1 classic actually, so I love that, and remind me of my childhood, how I grew up. And this is the oral leader of Matrix, so there's a hand that actually goes with this. And also you got the 2 blaster, so you got the laser blaster and also blaster rifle combined. You got 2 of them that combine actually together into one big one, which is nice. And also you can shake hand with Optimus Prime, which is nice. So they have to provided a hand as well. I didn't expect that, but they do, which is nice. And so here we are. Let me show you the actual hand itself. So obviously you got a pair of fists, right? So this is every figure come with a pair of fists. And you also have the open hand, right? So you got open hand that is for both sides, which is nice. Wait, where's the other hand? Oh, there you go. So this is both of them, right? And also you got the only one on the right hand side with the pointing hand, and also the thumbs up hand is only on the right hand side, so it's only this one, okay? And then you also have the some kind of like Matrix leadership holding grip, I suppose. So this is what I will call that, right? So this hand is only for Matrix leadership one. And then you have the Optimus Prime hands and his hand, which is shaking hand basically like that, which is also nice, like their best power actually. Right, so that's the hand, and let's look at the figure itself. So the guns is very nice. I love the guns detail, and you got some shiny glossy effects, some kind of metallic effects going on with a little bit of rusty paint in here to make it look like more natural, And also you got this gun, which is actually combined 2 of them together, so you got this nice effects here. And obviously you got all the nice paint job. I love this fire effects on the chest. You got, you know, Autobot logo. The head looks nice, and also obviously the ball joints, you got double ball joints, so you can do a lot of articulation and nice range as well. And obviously there's a die cast joint in between, so this is no problem. The joints are nice and stiff, and there is no bicep swivel, but you do have this arm swivel instead. I think the way the design is because of all the exhaust pipe and tires and all these parts, maybe because of you can't actually swivel around easily, so they fixed that by doing it here. And also you can actually bend this one all the way up here, which is more than 90 degrees. You know, it's very nice range. Actually, you don't have any problem with the articulation, like I said before. And obviously you can go up like this, and so they have this piece there, and that goes slot into this plastic piece there, right? So that's how they do the articulation for these figures. And obviously that also there's a little fan that you can actually not fan, how would you call this thing, some kind of like vent or whatever, which you can actually articulate on the side as well. And all the little details in here, all the paint jobs is also nice. And there's also a little bit of chrome piece under the chest, you know, and also you can bend down fairly decent range. And also at the back you got all the nice spine as well, which is very, very nice, right? So I really like this. Actually, I never have any problem with 3.0. You can also tilt and you can also turn. There are a lot of articulation you can do with this figure. And also the feet can also have the die cast joint in here, and it's nice and stiff, and you know, it doesn't go loose or whatsoever. You can see that. And also obviously it can go swivel. You can turn the feet all the way up there, which is no problem here whatsoever. And also the feet, you know, I can also go forward, backward, can tilt. There's also a little bit toe articulation as well, which I'm sure you can do that. And so yeah, so never have any problem with articulation. The jetpack, you can actually remove it easily, just like so. And yeah, so I don't have any complaint with this figure whatsoever. The wheels are kind of static, they don't actually roll, you know, so that is the only thing. But then again, don't expect that's why in the MDLX line. On the actual DLX figures, you can actually move all the wheels and spin and stuff like that. And they also have a little bit of effects underneath there, which is nice, you know. These are all the hidden areas. I mean, they can just like don't put any efforts into it, just don't paint anything. That is also fine, isn't it? Nobody will notice. But they did put an extra mile and put all the efforts to paint all this stuff, which is really grateful for that. I mean, I appreciate this kind of efforts from the company. And also on top of that, you got all kind of different range of color. You know, you got orange going on, red, pink, not exactly pink, probably different kind of red color, I would say. And you got black and also like different color, black, you know, silver, gun, metal, and all kind of different thing. It's really nice figures, I have to say. All the little yellows and color here, all the vents and lines and everything here. It's really fascinating to look at, to be honest, and it has a definitely shelf present, if you know what I mean. Right, let me put it on the side by side with the other figures, so to show you the height of these figures. And right, let me take a pause for a second. Okay, so I put a few figures here, as you can see here. And Rodimus Prime is the same or probably similar height to the Megatron, and then see it's the same height as the DLX line Iron Patriot, so they're all about similar height. But you can see the Bandai you know, Metal Robot Spirit, and then you got a little Bumblebee here. So Bumblebee is a lot smaller than them. It's ridiculous, he's tiny, look at that, you know. But then that's the way it is, I think, in a real movie as well. So that's how the Bumblebee is always a baby version of it. So but you can see the price here is ridiculous, right? So this guy is like over 180, 150, something like that, because you know, Bandai is always expensive, and even the metal build robots, and they are always about similar height. But this is definitely worth the money. So, and I definitely recommend the MDLX line. If you are not really sure what kind of figures that you to go for, as a new to the collecting figures for Transformer, I would definitely recommend you to start with the MDLX line or the DLX line. and they're definitely awesome. You know, I don't have any problem. But obviously, if you go for DLX line, you will get LED lighter points like this Iron Patriot, for example. You get a little button that you can click on it to turn on the LED lights and so on and so forth. But the normal MDLX line don't have LED lighter point, and that's the only thing, and there is no dynamic stand. But other than that, you know, you got what you pay for, and it's definitely worth the money. So yeah, so I hope that this video helpful, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming up on my channel. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you